In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a paragraph from a grade 9 piece of persuasive writing and showing you the different techniques I've used and some top tips so you can write to this level too. P.S. It's not hard to do once you know. Okay, the question that I'm going to be answering is, holidays don't need to be far away and expensive. They just need to give people a break from everyday life and a chance to relax. Write an article arguing for or against this. Okay, so let's actually run through what I would write for this. So let's actually go through the example, and as we're going through it, I'm going to show you what has been done really, really well and how you can mirror this too. Escape, freedom and relaxation know no geographic bounds. Okay, instantly, straight off the bat, I've hit it with the rule of 3. I always recommend to start off your persuasive writing with the rule of 3. You don't actually need a title if you're doing AQA. You don't need to write a title. You don't need to write a subheading to get full marks. So just focus on making your writing as good as possible. Also, in that beginning part, not only have I done a rule of 3, but I've stated my point of view. I've said it has no geographic bounds. So I'm agreeing from the offset that they don't need to be far away. So not only have I hit it with a rule of 3, but I've shown the examiner my point of view. A holiday, by definition, is a time of leisure and relaxation. Hence, this extends beyond the constraints of an aeroplane, the amount of money spent, or the distance from one's home. Okay, so again, I've been reinforcing my point of view. The first couple of sentences, it should be really clearly for or really clearly against. And I've just given a bit of an introductory sentence, me introducing my idea, giving like, oh, this is the definition of the word, and then kind of giving my interpretation. That's a nice little way you could do it as well. Like if they give you a word, you could say whatever, like I did, a holiday by definition is this, therefore, and then insert your point of view. It's just a nice little way that you can integrate your point of view at the beginning. The travel industry and social media bombards enticing advertisements and photo cards of bright blue seas, suggesting that genuine relaxation lies solely in remote destinations with hefty price tags attached. However, let's pause and reconsider the true essence of a holiday. Is it genuinely about the number of miles travelled or the depth of one's pockets? I reject the idea that holidays need to be far away and expensive. Their primary purpose should be to provide individuals with respite from the complexities of everyday life and an opportunity to unwind. So again there, I've kind of set the scene, I've set my point of view, and I've also given a bit of context. I've kind of spoken about what people say on social media and what other people say, and then given my point of view. I've also put in there a rhetorical question, so I'm making my reader question, oh, does it need to be expensive in order for it to be classified as a holiday? Again, making them think about it so they agree with my point of view. So in this paragraph, what's been done really well, I'm really reinstating my point of view. I'm really clearly for the statement. I'm also making the reader question the statement to make them agree with my point of view. And you can also see as well, I've used a semicolon. So I've ticked off a bit of structural punctuation as well. And just looking at the paragraph so far as well, the piece of writing, you can see this is not all just one paragraph. This has been split up, like short sentence paragraphs, a larger paragraph to introduce my point of view. I varied my paragraph length, so I'm still ticking off those structure marks. In our relentless pursuit of the distant and exotic, we often overlook the hidden treasures nestled right in our back gardens. Consider the simplicity of a leisurely stroll through a local park or the tranquility of tending to one's garden. These moments, like discovering long-forgotten gems in the familiar chest, have the potential to transform into mental holidays. So here, I've actually gone a bit of a different route with it. I'm giving now my first point. So my first point that agrees with the statement is that actually you don't need to go anywhere else to have a holiday. You can almost have these like mental holidays or these mental breaks just in your local surroundings. So that is my point, and I've really clearly introduced it. Not only that have I introduced my point, but you can already see I've sticked in the simile there. When I say, like long forgotten gems in a familiar chest. So there again, I've introduced my point of view. I'm giving my point, one of my actual key points, and I've put in a literary technique. Let's continue reading. A walk in the park with your kids, the joy of walking your dogs, or uncovering a new spot within your familiar surroundings can offer a break from the ordinary. By redefining our understanding of holidays, we can begin to appreciate that we have mental holidays throughout our week or even our day that gives us a break from everyday life and a chance to relax. Now, what is really interesting here and what has been done really, really well is, did you notice that I said a walk in the park with your kids? And you're thinking, okay, why have I said that? Because I am writing an article. I'm writing an article and it tends to be who would read articles? People with children. Probably adults, maybe in their 30s, maybe their 40s, maybe their 50s, and they will likely have children. They will likely have dogs as well that they could walk in the park. So I'm addressing my audience, and that is so important for you to do, to make sure you're addressing your audience. If you're addressing school kids, make sure you're really clearly addressing them. I've spoken about someone having children because that is the age group of my audience, I'm assuming. Unless it says write an article for your school newspaper, then of course that's different. But a general article, who's going to read it? Probably adults and probably have kids. And also what has been done well here is I've started to explain my point. I've not just said, oh, yeah, you can have mental holidays. I've actually explained how, you will have a walk in the park, or you can do these different things that will give you a mental break. That means you don't have to get on a plane or spend loads of money to do it. This shift in perspective not only makes the concept of a holiday more inclusive, but also frees individuals from the misconception that relaxation requires a significant investment of time and money. Essentially, it allows people to relish the joy of the pause without the fear of missing out on exotic landscapes plastered over adverts and social media. So I've kind of rounded up my point in saying how it's a positive thing to have this mindset and why others should adopt it. That is me being persuasive. I'm persuading somebody that they should have the same point of view as me. And of course, it will only create a net positive, because I'm saying, if everybody thinks like this, if everybody thinks, oh, we can have mental holidays, then everybody could do it because you don't have to pay for it. And also it's more inclusive for everybody in terms of time and money. So again, I'm giving different reasons why people should side with me. So you can see what has been done really, really well as a little checklist and things that you can do well. I've got a rule of 3 at the beginning, which is fab. I've got very paragraph and sentence lengths. Not all my paragraphs are the same length. I've used a semicolon already. I also use a simile. I've given a really clear line of argument. I'm really clearly for the statement. I've also given and developed my first point with examples. So they're a bit of a checklist of what you can use in the beginning of your persuasive writing. If you want a full checklist and full grade 9 examples and an actual in-depth video of how to get 40 out of 40, we do have that on the Light Up Hub. I'll also link some free lessons in the description that you can check out if you want to as well. But please do subscribe to the channel, guys, because it helps the channel more than you can know. And the more subscribers we have, then hopefully the more of you we can help. And of course, also do send these over to your friends, because this is literally free, so anyone can watch it, and that means we can help anyone. Have the best rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.